I'm Danny Bailey. I have an important message that I feel it needs to be shared on YouTube here. Just thinking about the near future, what I've got in store for all of you, and in thinking about that, I'm moved to share what I've learned about the Gospels and come to realize recently. It could be said that it's taken from the story of the road to Emmaus, and let me just read a part of that story to kind of show this point. Of course, after Jesus rose from the dead, he appeared to several people. Now that very day, 2 of them were going to a village 7 miles from Jerusalem called Emmaus, and they were conversing about all the things that had occurred. And it happened that while they were conversing and debating, Jesus himself drew near and walked with them. But their eyes were prevented from recognizing him. He asked them, "What are you discussing as you walk along?" They stopped, looking downcast. One of them, named Cleopas, said to him in reply, "Are you the only visitor to Jerusalem who does not know of the things that have taken place there in these days?" And he replied to them, "What sort of things?" They said to him, "The things that happened to Jesus, the Nazarene, who was a prophet, mighty in deed and word before God and all the people. How our chief priests and rulers both handed him over to a sentence of death and crucified him. But we were hoping that he would be the one to redeem Israel. And besides all this, it is now the 3rd day since this took place. Some women from our group, however, have astounded us. They were at the tomb early in the morning and did not find his body. They came back and reported they had indeed seen a vision of angels who announced that he was alive. Then some of those with us went to the tomb and found things just as the women had described, but him they did not see." And he said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are! How slow of heart to believe all that the prophets spoke! Was it not necessary that the Messiah should suffer these things and enter into his glory?" Then, beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them what referred to him in all the scriptures. Of course, then the rest of the story is that he stayed with them when breaking bread in the Eucharist. They recognized him. What I think is so interesting about this story is it really shows Jesus' style of ministry. And not only that, it kind of shows what the Gospels are really trying to show us. That it gets to the point where, Jesus gives them a teaching. That's not the part that gets written down. It's just like, oh yeah, and he taught them something, What the part that gets preserved is the real human interactions. That Jesus was actually there walking with them is the part that gets written down. Not whatever he told, he said, oh, this is what all the things that refer to me in all the scriptures. That part of it was secondary to the fact that he was actually there. He was actually there. I feel like that's so important for us as we consider our spiritual life and our spiritual journey. It's not just about information. It's not just about having the answers. It's really about walking together. And that's why so many youth ministries are based on this Road to Emmaus story. It's really saying that we need to walk with people. Hear them out. Because in that story you heard all about the disciple side of the story. Are you the only one that's not heard about these things? And all that gets written down is all the things that the disciples had to say. We need to spend time together. Whether that be time together on retreat, or just time together in a small group, discussing the faith, talking things over. That's what's kind of been on my heart lately, is this style of ministry. This in-person type of ministry. So ironic that it's something that I felt like I needed to share via YouTube video. But I hope this can be a jumping off point for us to begin a conversation about starting some new retreat ministry up, getting together. Maybe it's just a one-time event, maybe something like that. But that's what's on my heart. I wanted to share it with you. Thank you for watching. I'm Danny Bailey. Hope to talk to you soon. Please leave a comment down below if you have anything that adds to this conversation. Thank you.